Oh, I just realized my mic is not on, so hold on one second. Hey, everybody. I'm doing a live. Okay, I am back. It's been such a long time since I did this. I forgot that I actually needed my mic. Okay, hopefully this doesn't disrupt it. Let me just see. Okay. Okay. All right, can you hear me much better now? Okay. Hopefully it is. Hey everybody. Welcome for those who are here. This is not going to be a long live. Let me see, how long have I been on here? I said I was only going to be here no more than 15 minutes. So I want to make sure that a couple more people show up. Yes, we can hear you. Okay, present 2007.
Okay. So this is our first official live of 2025. I'm just thinking about this. I haven't done a live in quite a bit of time. And as you know, I usually don't do lives. But I do try to pop up once in a while just to connect with the community to see how everyone is doing and to thank all the new members, all the new subscribers. The channel is really growing. Thank you so much for everyone who continue to watch the videos, share the videos, comment on the videos. I posted something on the community board just to thank you all, but I really just wanted to do like a live video. You know, it's a bit different when you're like face to face. Well, sort of. I guess that's the new age that we're kind of like coming into is this is this is what it means to be face to face, right? Like we're like in front of a screen. Present 2007. Okay, thank you for all your readings for the past 2 months. You have really been tapping into my story. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Present 2007. And you said you can't hear me. Okay, so everybody can hear me? Welcome everyone. Send me something in the chat. Okay, I see the hearts going up. And let me know where you are tapping in from. What country, what state, if you want to share that. Okay, so because I am on a hi Farah. Okay, so because I am on a I have to be very cautious of what I say because certain words I've become a lot more conscious of when I'm speaking. I don't know about you guys, but like the English language is a very complex, and I say complex for lack of a better term because you know, certain times you'll be saying certain things and then you hear what you're saying. You're like, wait a minute, I don't think that really defines what I'm trying to say. And oh, UK. Okay. Thank you, President 2007. So I was gonna say I'm on a deadline, and I'm like deadline. That's not really what I want to say. So I've been finding that I'm a lot more conscious of the things that I'm saying and certain words that I use because Spirit has been working with me a lot in terms of my words and how I speak. And I've always been someone that's been told that my words have power. And I'm finding that a lot more as I grow spiritually. And, you know, we're always growing. You know, as long as you're doing your spiritual work, there's always going to be growth. The more work that I do on myself, the more aware I become. And so certain things I try to steer away from. So I don't know if you guys can relate. UK. Okay. That's what's up. All right. So because I said I was only going to be on here for a short amount of time. Oh, if you're just tuning in, wait, hold on one second. Okay, so yeah, if you're just tuning in, I was asking everyone, where are you tuning in from? Empress Enlightenment. Hi, I'm so happy to be here. Your messages have helped me so much with my journey. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Empress Enlightenment. Thank you. And, you know, I may not say this often enough. It's East Coast. Oh, East Coast. Is that East Coast, California, Empress? Around those parts, and you don't have to give any details. Wait, no, that's West Coast. What am I talking about? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I just thank you. Yeah, I just like duh. I'm thinking, well, I don't know why I'm thinking about California for whatever reason. California. Okay, there must be something happening over there. Um she said yes, that's the West Coast. Yes, you're right. Okay. So yeah. Right. Yeah, it sure is. It sure is in many ways than one. And that's something else. Canada. Okay. Hey, Patrick. Nice to see you. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for making the channel what it is. We often don't see each other. I'm kind of like behind the scenes, and I feel like for right now, this is the direction that the divine is leading me to really protect my energy for a lot of different reasons. This is how it's set up, and maybe in the near future it will be a little bit different than what it is now, but for now I'm more behind the scenes. I kind of like just, let spirit do what spirit does, and then I deliver the messages. And once in a while, though, I am led to come and connect with everyone because, I want you to see that it's a real person behind the scenes, and also to let you know that I feel like the connection matters and you guys matter. And I want to also thank you all for really changing my life in a lot of different ways. You really never do. You really never know. And I'm like, I'm short on words right now. I'm usually like really good at speaking. You really never know the impact that you're going to have when you start to do something. And a lot of times what you find is that when you start to do something for others, you receive the information that what you thought you were doing for someone else, it's actually for you. And if you're someone who do things like on a very authentic level, you genuinely want to make a difference, a lot of times that's what you find is that the very things that you give, you receive that a thousandfold. And I really thank you guys. May Sullivan, hi, love your readings. Hey, May. Your readings really go in depth. Oh, thank you. Empress, I agree. They have helped me. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. So I wanted to know if you guys have any questions for me while I'm on here. And then I can, go into some other things before I go off the live. Because I'm on here for just a brief period of time. Any questions for me? Oh, and also I want to make the announcement. Well, this is not really an announcement. Anyone interested in getting personal readings, all the information is always in the community tab, as well as like all the description boxes and stuff. And I usually don't do this like on the lives where I do questions and stuff. So oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Feel free to ask a question if you'd like. This is not like charging to say, oh, but like it's not doing any readings either. I'm talking about like, just general questions. If you have personal questions, you can definitely book a reading and through Calendly, or you can message me at Messages from the Waters. I have a question. How do you know this was your calling? Well, the funny thing is, in high school, I was always told I was psychic. And when I told a lot of different people, and this was being told that without ever picking up a deck of cards. People would always tell me all the time, "Oh, you must be psychic." And sometimes, they're joking, and I was like, "Oh, ha, ha, ha." But like I know that I've always been intuitive. The word psychic, I'm not sure if it really describes me very, I channel. I definitely know that I'm an empath. I feel things. I pick up energy. How did I know this was my calling? Let me tell y'all. I picked up a deck of cards. Wait, are you referring to the YouTube channel? Or are you referring to like doing readings? Present 2007. Oh, doing readings. Okay. I was given the information to do this. And when I started this channel, literally that was the first time I had ever done a reading, like, with, like, in front of a camera. And I knew that it's one of those things that's really challenging to explain. Like, how did I know it was supposed to? I was given the instruction to do it. I was told to do it. And so I listened and I followed. And when I first started doing readings, just like everyone else, who start their YouTube channel, like, you really don't know how it's going to be received. You just follow your instincts, you follow your intuition, and part of it has to do with, I've always been the kind of person that listens to what my intuition tells me. And many of you may know this, your intuition is your best friend. Like, listening to yourself is really important. And so me starting on this journey had to do with just trusting and listening to that part of me that was telling me, this is for you. And also, before starting my channel, I found myself doing certain things. Like, I was ordering certain things and I didn't know where spirit was going. I was ordering decks. I was ordering books about, and there was no books on reading, because I feel like it's one of those things. I'm not sure if someone can actually teach you how to do that. But I was ordering decks, like, Oracle decks and the tarot decks. And then just like little pieces were being brought together. And then the day that I actually started the channel, something was just like, just press record. And I did. And I'm here. And I'm not sure if this really answers your question really well, present 2007. I hope that answers your question. May Sullivan, and if I didn't answer your question, you can ask me. And let me see, I'm learning to listen to my intuition. I feel that there's energy surrounding a new start for my life, but I don't know what to do. You'll know what to do. You will know what to do. And I would say just be authentic with yourself. And it really starts with that authenticity with yourself that opens the door to everything else. If, pretending, trying to be something you're not, like, I find that it's really hard to tap into reality if we're not real with ourselves. So I would say start with that. Be real with yourself and be real with others. That's definitely important. Okay, so I want to address some other questions, and I can get back to what you said, present 2007. I want to answer some other questions. Hi, Susan. Lovely seeing you. I do understand what you're saying. Could you advise on grounding? Okay, so let me take the other ones. Oh, okay. So May, you had said something about, are you vegetarian? Does it help you with your gift? I would definitely say that all high vibrational things will help you to elevate yourself spiritually. The more live foods you eat, the better it is. I am vegetarian. Like, I would say I'm mostly vegan, but I do eat fish, and I eat that on occasion, and not really, like, I really find myself steering more away from other foods that are not live foods, if that makes sense. But yes, I do think that the way you eat, your lifestyle, it's holistic. All of it really helps to be who you are and to, sharpen your gift. Okay, so I think Farah had mentioned something about, let me see. I want to make sure I go back. Farah, my sister invited evil spirits in her home. What can I do to help her get rid of them? Interesting. Wait, so Okay, so first and foremost, you said that your sister invited the evil spirits. So, so first and foremost, the person who invited them has to be the one that I feel like addresses that. You see what I'm saying? Um, because one thing I've found is that like we all have a life to live, we all have a path, and there is such a thing as willpower. And in terms of dealing with energies that we don't want, I feel like although other people's energies can help, it's our own willpower ultimately that makes, the biggest difference in making those changes, if that makes sense. So I would say that's something that she has to address first and foremost. Like, why was it invited? Why is it there? Why did she invite them? Um, Yeah, those are some questions she definitely want to address before, you know, I always say before you go and getting into anybody's business, regardless of who you are, regardless of who it is, I feel like we are responsible for ourselves first and foremost. If we personally are not in the position to even help ourselves, it's going to be challenging to help someone else. So an example of that, Farah, like imagine like you are not where you're supposed to be spiritually, right? And I'm not saying that's what it is. Okay, let's assume that you are where you're supposed to be spiritually. And you go and address something that's not relevant to you and that's not like part of what you're supposed to be dealing with. It can impact you as a person. It can also impact your spiritual walk too. So you want to make sure that before doing anything, you ask permission from your spirit guides, from those that walk with you. And that's something that I'm learning as well. In Haitian Creole, we call the spirits loi, we call them gamun. Okay, so we call them the elders because truly they're the ones that's been here before. Especially when we're talking about our ancestors, they've lived this life before, they've taken this path before. So we address the gamun in our lives. We address the elder. It's translated as elders, but it's really those that know, those that's been here before. And that's one thing that I'm learning is to address the ones who know about this life, who know about this path, who are able to give me guidance because they've been here before. They know all this. This is all familiar to them. So I address them first and foremost, whether it is your ancestors. In Haitian Vodun, we say we address the Zanset, which are the ancestors. We address the Loi, which are the spirits. We address the Zanj. The Zanj are the children, the young ones. Their spirits are powerful too. Okay. So we address those energies that's been here before, whose ashe is as old as time, whose ashe is powerful, because in addressing them, we know that we are asking for permission to make the moves that we're wanting to make. And I know this is like a long answer to your question, Farah. It's just to know that when you walk with spirit, you gotta walk like you walk with spirit. Okay, it's not just a talk. We gotta put the action in that says, okay, well, you say you walk with spirit, but are you doing this stuff that's showing that you actually walk with spirit? So it's like you ask for permission first, and then based on the answers that you get, then you proceed forward. I would say never get into anyone's stuff, especially having to do with spiritual stuff, without asking for permission from your spirit guides. And you will know whether or not it's something that you're meant to do because you will have that gut feeling, that instinct that will tell you, okay, you can proceed forward. Hopefully that helps you. Let's see. Oh, okay. May, you said you're moving into veganism. Oh yeah. I was actually vegan at one point. I was I was vegan at one point. Then I went back, and so it's like I adjusted based on what I felt like was right for me. But I feel like more and more I'm moving in that direction. How does one even get money from evil spirits? Okay, I'm not sure what that question means. Perhaps clarify, May. I'm writing my second novel, which is based on the AI. Wait, oh, it's based on AI. Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay, poet. My writing grooves reflect writing a lot. What do you sense the outcome of my book? Um well, that's one of those things that I would have to kind of like tune in and tap in to see what the energy is. Like right now it's not like I'm just answering general questions. If you're interested in a personal reading, poet, you can definitely email me messages from the waters at gmail.com or Calendly. Or yeah, email me. Okay, sometimes I talk to my spirit guides at night, but sometimes I feel a scary feeling. Okay, excuse me. Okay. Any other questions? How does one even get money from evils? Oh, okay. You were asking Farah about that. Okay, so I see what your question was about, Farah. You were saying that your sister, invited the evil spirit because she needed money. It sounds very complex. First and foremost, make sure you're getting all ends of that story before you proceed to get yourself involved into anything anyone is saying or doing having to do with spirituality. Um, don't be so quick to say, I want to help, and you're not in a position physically, mentally, or spiritually to. That's one thing. The other thing is make sure you get, honestly, I would go to spirit first with something like that. I wouldn't even try to get all ends of the story, or because people don't always tell you everything there is to know about a situation. And sometimes people present their side of the spectrum without you knowing what else is going on. And so because you are dealing with something hidden, that is the realm of Aida Wedo. Okay? Aida Wedo deals with all things hidden. Aida Wedo is the moon. And some of you may not know the terms that I'm using, or what it means. Aida Wedo, and most of you, I practice Haitian Vodun. A lot of people have called me a high priest, high priestess. I'm not formally trained in any kind of spiritual practice. I was just born this way. I connect with the spirits. I talk with them. They talk back, and you guys see that in the readings too. And so Aida Wedo represents the moon. Aida Wedo is feminine energy. Aida Wedo, representing the realm of what's hidden, sees all things that are hidden. Okay? So when dealing with things that you don't know, things that are hidden, in Haitian Creole we say bagay ki caché. That is her realm. She deals with that. Let Aida Wedo handle that. Okay? Because truthfully, we really don't know people's intentions, or what it is that's going on, but you'll be able to tell. You'll be able to kind of like decipher things through your connection with your spirit guides. Let me see if there are any more questions. I know there are. Thankful. Oh, thank you, poet. Thank you. I'm thankful for y'all. Do you have any advice on clearing evil spirits? There's a lot of different things that you can do. And I would say first and foremost to put yourself in a position to do that. Make sure that your aura is clear. You do your cleansing, cleanse your space, cleanse your aura. Get yourself in a position, and this is my personal opinion based on the things that I do. put yourself in the position where you are receiving high vibrational energy, right? Because and part of it too, all like you get to know that that energy of like evil spirits and things that can attack you. First and foremost, it attacks you in your mind. Like if you are one that knows that nothing can come against you and attack you, it starts with that. Believe it or not, it sounds very simple, but your mindset changes everything. If you are so consumed with being attacked and evil spirits this and evil spirits that and someone's out to get me, da 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 da, like that in itself is going to play a part in your strength or weakness. Okay, so I would say, it starts with, and this is my personal opinion, different people may say different things. Get yourself in a position where you are of high vibrational energy, because it plays a major role in that. And then there's other things that you can do, watching your diet, making sure that you don't eat out too much. I don't know why that's coming to mind. Lately, it's been coming to mind a lot. Be very cautious about where you guys get your food and you're eating from, because people prepare foods with energy, and you definitely don't want to be eating out too much. And if you're going to be eating out, be very mindful about the people that you're eating from, because people's energies go into the foods that we eat. And essentially, you are taking on the energy of someone that prepared that food. So be cautious of that. So be cautious of what you eat. There's other things that you can do, of course, like smudging, taking salt baths. Those are all cleansing types of rituals. Let's see what else. Yeah, those are a few things that are coming to mind right now, Farah. But there is a lot more that we can do. Glad to see you, Pearl. Hopefully that helps, Farah. And that situation definitely sounds complex, and it sounds more than what I'm actually saying. Oh, thank you for liking the video, guys. Please like the video, share it with others. Okay, Poet, you said, I use a deep visual technique called my midbrain activation almost every day. Do you feel any intuitive insights on this midbrain activation? I've never heard of that. Or maybe I've heard of it in a different way. Midbrain activation, but I would imagine it has something to do with, activating a certain part of your brain, your pineal gland or something like that. I would assume that it has something to do with that. I'm not really sure. Maybe I can do a little bit more research on it. But in terms of if I feel any intuitive insight on this, I would say I would have to be clear on what it is that you're asking in order for me to comment more on it. But it sounds like it has to do with activating like the parts of your brain that are responsible for higher consciousness. And we do have that. And I think that any exercise that taps into elevating ourselves in that way, because our minds play such a huge role in our spiritual enlightenment. Like seriously, you have, and I don't want to say you have to, again, I'm paying attention to the words that I say. We get to focus on the things that are going to elevate ourselves. It's really mind, body, and spirit. So this is why the foods are important. Okay, body, your mind, making sure that you have personal boundaries, making sure that your space, it accommodates an energy of peace. And the spiritual part, of course, is your energy and your connection to your guides. Okay, guys, I got to get going because I have some other business I got to take care of. I said I was only going to be here for 30 minutes and it was 34. I love y'all. Thank you so much for your support. Continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the videos. Please email me and if you have additional questions that I didn't get to answer. And that's pretty much it. All right. Have a great rest of your day. I'm going to try to do these more often, but I wanted to make sure, you know, I come on here, even though it's like late in January. All right, y'all. Thank you for everyone who participated and asked questions. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. All right. Love, peace, and divine light. Let's see.